Hey, what's going on guys? Here's another review and builds video for the latest Grand Hero Battle unit. It's Arvis from Genealogy of the Holy War. Like always, this video will cover stats and skills, and in the second half, I'll recommend some builds. For Arvis, I'll only have one though. Arvis is our first Red Mage Grand Hero. He is a free-to-play unit, therefore he is always neutral. His max stats are 33 HP, 34 attack, 31 speed, 17 defense, and 33 resistance. Really unsurprising spread for a free-to-play mage. He's got the typical low physical bulk with high res and high attack with okay speed. With stats alone, he'll have the third most attack among red mages, third most speed, and again, third most resistance. Nothing about his stats really stand out. 31 speed is kind of awkward. It is salvageable thanks to the new seal force system. You could do something like darting blow with speed plus 3 seal or something. That'll get his speed up to 40 without buffs. That's just an idea, but I don't really like it. Anyways, let's talk about the rest of his kit. Vile Flame, 14 might. At the start of the turn, all foes in cardinal directions with res 1 or more lower than Arvis suffers attack res -4 until the end of foe's next action. So basically attack and resistance poi 2 built into his weapon. It's a 2-in-1. So what it does for himself is that it allows him to deal and take less damage when facing enemies that are affected by this debuff. 33 resistance is a good resistance to be at for this kind of effect, especially if you take into account skills like Fury and Sacred Seals. There's almost no relevant heroes that has more or equal resistance than him besides Daedra, Felicia, Sheena, Sanaki, and Jagan, Kappa. It's a very solid supportive weapon. Special is Growing Flame. As much as I hate these AoE skills, Growing Flame does synergize well with his weapon, but I still want to recommend it. The only AoE skill I'd consider using is the Wind one because it's more concentrated. The other ones are just so widely spread. Just stick with a 3-charge special because he's not super fast to begin with anyways. B skill is unique to Arvis. It's Recover Ring. Restores 10 HP at the start of each turn, basically Renewal 4. Renewal 3 heals 10 HP every 2 turns. This ring recovers 10 HP every single turn. That's such a good ability to have for Tempest Trials or Chain Challenges. Give Arvis Ardent Sacrifice or Reciprocal Aid and turn him into a pseudo healer. C skill is Defense poi 3, similar to his weapon except it's a debuff for defense. You're probably thinking, why does a mage have a defense debuff? Well, it certainly doesn't help him at all, but you do have 3 other allies which may or may not be physical attackers. I mean, this guy is a great support unit that can also do some damage. He's got 3 ploys and a great self-heal B skill. Arvis' stats aren't anything too special, but it does accommodate his default skills. His high res allows all his ploy effects to activate on most units. He can debuff enemies by 4 attack, 4 res, and 5 defense. Physical bulk is really bad, but he does have decent speed, so maybe he can tank some really weak axe units, especially with the -4 attack debuff from Vile Flame. Then he can recover back the damage with Recover Ring. For the most part, just attack melee units from afar, keep them away from physical enemies, and only use them to tank green and some red mages. Do I think he's worth promoting? I don't think he's worth promoting for arena, but certainly for PvE events like Tempest Trials and Chain Challenges. Since those events are really important and the new ones are released very often, I think Arvis is worth the 20,000 feathers. I only have one build for this guy. Give him Reciprocal Aid or Ardent Sacrifice, replace Growing Flame with Iceberg, and Fury 3 in the A slot. He benefits from all the stats from Fury besides defense, I guess. The stat he really needs off of Fury is the extra 3 resistance. That way he'll have even more resistance to be able to use the ploy effects effectively. The 6 self damage from Fury is also easily patched up by Recover Ring. His max HP isn't that high, so Reciprocal Aid isn't that ideal unless your team consists of units with less than 40 HP or a bunch of guys with Fury. I think Ardent Sacrifice will be more consistent concerning his health pool. For seals, the main seal you want to give him is Resistance plus 3 because of all the ploy skills. This set is built around his weapon and Recover Ring, making him an excellent 3-way debuffer and pseudo healer on the side. Hopefully you guys can get this guy. I think he's a solid unit for PvE events, but if you can't, then that's okay. I don't think he's a game breaker or anything. He's just a unit that's really convenient to have. If you have any ideas for builds, you can comment them below. If you haven't already, follow my Twitter and join my Discord. The links are always in the description. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.